Greetings everyone, Stalley, Madison, Ohio, 330. And my three favorite films are Juice. Juice is one of my favorite films because that's like one of the first hip-hop movies for me that I grew up watching. And I was very inspired by, you know, everything from the DJing to the music to the way they dressed and spoke and that. Yeah, so I love that. And she threw me off, I'm sorry. Let me see. Then King's Speech is another one of my favorite. I love King's Speech because it's a movie that is it's a true story, and for one, it's a story of you know, a great leader or a great speaker that had problems with speaking, and once he got, you know, past fear of public speaking and you know, working out the enunciation because he stuttered, and I think that's a problem with a lot of people who do stutter or who have those anxieties about being in front of big crowds. It can cause them to stutter. So King's Speech is definitely something that I love, a movie that I love. And then my third movie that I love would be Do the Right Thing. Do the Right Thing is just everything to me. You know what I mean? Again, it's it's hip hop inspired. It's very American in Brooklyn, New York. Spike Lee is a great director. He tells a story of you know, hope in an urban setting. He also touches on racism and things that basically are very relevant to today. So those are my three favorite films. Well, my three favorite albums is Lincoln Way Nights, Intelligent Trunk Music. That's the first one. That's my album, and it's a favorite of mine because I wrote that, and it just tells my story. You know, I think that it's fitting for everyone, man, woman, and child. So make sure you get that if you haven't heard it. Second favorite would probably be Illmatic by Nas. That was kind of like the first time I fell in love with music, hearing that album. Everything that Nas spoke about, everything that he represented through that album was just so hip-hop to me. And you know, I seen a lot of him and me, like the stories that he told was very similar to my upbringing, even though it was in two different parts of you know, America. It was definitely something that touched me in a way that was just so special. Another one again is Southern Playlist, the Cadillac Funky Music by Outkast. Also, like Illmatic, you know, touched on a lot of different stories and situations that I came up seeing, whether it was through my life or through older people around me, life that I grew up around admiring or watching in my, you know, growing up. So those are my three favorite albums. My three favorite books are Rum Diary by Hunter S. Thompson. It's definitely a great book. I advise everybody to go check this book out. They also have a movie right now out about this book starring Johnny Depp. Great book. Hunter S. Thompson is a great Americana, journalist, writer, author. He basically tells a story of him going down to San Juan and writing for the Sun Journal paper. Just a great, you know, book in general. Another one of my favorite books is by Hunter S. Thompson, Fear and Loathing of Las Vegas. You know, it's a testament to his gonzo writing, his quirky way of writing, the wittiness of his writing. Tells a story of him and his lawyer basically going on this journey through Las Vegas, trying to find the American dream and just totally getting drunk and high on all kind of crazy drugs. And it's a beautiful book in a way of just being, I guess, like very like out there with him and his personality. So I love that book. And then another one of my favorite books is, I would say it has to be The Durham Bombs by Jack Kerouac. It's also a book about one who journeys and goes through life, you know, trekking up mountains and going from coast to coast, just meeting different people and seeing different things and learning about himself through meeting different people and going through these long walks and hikes up mountains. And it's very, you know, self-indulging of him to, you know, put these like kind of memoirs out or stories out of these journeys that he went through in life. So that's definitely another one. And those are my 3 favorite books.